it's Catherine Gagnon. I'm a health coach and welcome to our video capsules for health, energy, and courage. So being able to generate health and energy in your life so that you can avoid having to manage diseases later on. Sounds like a good plan? Okay. So today what I'd like to speak to you about is stress. Yes, stress. Stress, we hear about it everywhere, but there's a good reason why. Stress doesn't have a very good relationship with metabolism. Why? Because when we're stressed out, our brain doesn't make the difference between a stressful situation that is life-threatening, such as, oh my gosh, a lion is chasing me, oh my gosh, my life is in danger, versus sitting in traffic, stressing out about whether you've said something and it offended somebody, stressing out about going to an event and you don't know what's going to happen, stressing out about the future of your kid, your spouse, whatever it is. So the brain doesn't make that difference between a life-threatening situation and more of a psychological stress. It'll do the same thing in the body, which is to engage the stress reaction. And when you engage the stress reaction in the body, you start producing a lot of cortisol. You've probably heard about this hormone, which is produced in the adrenals in our body. And when you start producing cortisol and your whole body is in a stress response, what does it do? It starts accumulating fats and holding on to the reserves because we're going to war. Like, we don't know when that's going to happen, but we're going to war. So when you're stressed out, your body's metabolism is slowing down to make sure it conserves all the energy it needs in order to go at war. But what happens when we have a chronic, kind of low to mid-level stress is daily we inhibit metabolism, therefore we stock fat and gain weight, which is not really great, right? Moreover, more effects of having the stress reaction engaged is cortisol will inhibit the immune system. Because when we're getting ready to go at war, it's not time to fight, the common cold or anything. So it's just going to kind of repress the immune system because there's other more important things to do, right? We've got this big war coming up, so put your sniffling away. So, there's people who are being sick all the time after a cold, it's a sinusitis, it can be a urine infection. Something's going on when the immune system is not really optimal, and stress can be a big contributor to that. So I'd love to give you today a really simple strategy to manage stress any time of the day. It doesn't take 20 minutes of sitting in deep meditation, although that's good to manage stress as well, but it's something that's really quick, and that is using your organ that speaks to the soul. It's the lungs. It's breathing, right? So if you notice, the lungs are the only organs that we can accelerate or slow down or even stop its function at will, and it also continue when we're not thinking about it. So it's kind of a manual and automatic with the breathing. I say it speaks to the soul because via the breath, we're able to slow down the heartbeat. We're able to calm the nervous system down, right? So it's not by chance that most ancient medicines and practice and yoga, qigong, all these things are using the breath to recenter ourselves, to bring. Sometimes when we're stressed out, our energy is like there, and then we go all day being not in our own body. So it's bringing back the energy, centering and aligning the energy within ourselves. And what's interesting about the breathing is that you actually trick your brain by doing that. So let's say you're in a stressful situation and you're thinking, oh my gosh, I've got the kids, oh, I got to do this, and there's this bill coming up, and you're all stressed out, and there's a chaos. And then you start doing the breathing exercise that I'm going to show you in a few seconds. You trick your brain. The brain is like, oh my gosh, I thought I was stressed out. but hey, I'm breathing like a relaxed person. I must be relaxed then. And this breathing exercise is really simple. Takes less than 2 minutes. Okay, 2-3 minutes, but what's 2-3 minutes in your day, right? And it's taking breaths that are, we call them the 5-5-7 breaths. So, and it doesn't matter with the numbers. The principle is that you inhale for 5 seconds, like really like bringing your belly out, expanding your lungs for 5 seconds. You hold the breath for 5 seconds, and then you exhale for 7 seconds. Like I was saying, the numbers don't really matter all that much. Like for me, sometimes if I'm too stressed out, I can't inhale more than 4 seconds. I mean, it just doesn't go, right? So I do 4-4-6. The idea is to inspire and inhale to the best of your capacity, hold the breath, and then exhale for longer than you've been inhaling. All right? So you can practice that before eating, sitting down before your meal, because we have a tendency to eat under stress. So before your meal, it takes 2 minutes. You do 10 cycles of these, and then you generate the proper state for your digestive power to be at its best, to assimilate, to digest, to absorb your nutrients and give you the energy from it, right? Why cook a meal and buy the food and eat it if it's not going to give you the energy, right? You want your return on investment there. So that's one way to get that. Before meals, sit down, breathe, do 10, 5-5-7 breaths. It can be before you go to bed. It really helps with people who have insomnia or problems falling asleep. It can be any time in the chaos of the day. Something's happening at the office or with your kids. You just go out and just take a moment, a breather. You can be standing, sitting, doesn't matter. Breathe, relax. So I'll be really curious to know if this is helpful for you, and when you choose to use the 5-5-7 breaths, and what comes up for you. So please leave a comment. I'm really curious to know, and I wish you a happy day of deep breathing and relaxing, being in the flow throughout your day. Ciao.